Hey, TikTok, this video is for education purposes only. I created this video. I even added my own watermark and logo, Jumpman React Vids. So leave me the fuck
Alright, let me see how I'm gonna break this joint down. What up, it's your boy Ron Flip the Jump, man. Ron Flip the Ukanicha, man. OCO, give a shout out to all the. Nah, we ain't getting into all that. Look, I went to go see the Watchers, and let me try to figure out how to break this down. It was a decent movie. They tried to confuse you with the history, the ancient history. They mixed it up and threw them all in behind one group of beings, and these group of beings are called the Watchers. Alright, they say they in the movie they go by the Watchers, the Changelings. I think that's it. But basically, Changelings basically are shifters. They can shift. Um, beings that we're known to know of, they can shape shift and take on a form of us shift reptilians. Um, there's other beings out there that can do it as well. Um, they they crawl through the woods on all fours, like how the Caucasians did in the Caucasoid Mountains and all that stuff before. Um, the Moors, probably most likely the dirty Moors, showed them how to rise up and stand up straight. So when they stand up straight, these motherfuckers are like giants. Who were giants? The Anunnakis. You know what I'm saying? You got the disagreeable ones and you got the agreeable ones. You got the inky side, you got the Enlil side. You know what I'm saying? So these watchers, oh, and then this is how they gumbo these motherfuckers up in this movie. They couldn't come out until it was dark. You know what I'm saying? That's when they would run through the forest on all fours, and then they will rise up like giants when they get to this location right here, where you see these four regular human beings. It's a melanated, it's one melanated sister that's playing throughout this whole movie, and so they will rise up when they get to this location right here, that's in the middle of the forest, and they would have to just stand there when they come. But when they not, but when they're not there watching them, the watchers, they just basically like in an imprisonment environment, confined behind this thick glass and all this concrete, just being normal, watching reality show. A reality show that it's some throwback reality show that's talking about can't get home until I don't know, like some dating shit. Anyway, it got something to do with the movie, you know what I'm saying? But that's when they rise up because they're watching them. And like the new girl that got there, because they everybody who supposedly had got there, they got lost in the woods and they ended up in this spot. So what the watchers do, they're watching them, they're studying them, and what they're trying to do is learn how to be them, mimic them, move like them, walk like them, and try to talk like them. Going somewhere with this now. So, like I said, they try to mix all these stories up that came from our past ancient times. You know what I'm saying? They even had a painting. They even had a painting on the wall, not in this building, but once they had got out and they went to the university, one of the universities, or where the doctors, the professors were studying these watchers. You know what I'm saying? But the watchers were studying him too. And it was a painting in his office at the university where it showed two pale faces, two Caucasians meeting. Oh, this is another thing that they went by in their fairies. This tall fairy, they in the woods meeting them. It reminds me of the pain of the picture when they showed the so-called Christopher Columbus, which was the conquistadors, the dirty Moors, the black nobility, the hidden hand, when they came over here in the Americas and met the us, our ancient ancestors, the original Indians, the American Indians of Turtle Island. That's what the painting reminded me of. I said, yo, this joint crazy how they just mixing all the real mythology, ancient history up all behind these one group of beings. You know what I'm saying? Vampires. Like they were some vampires. They couldn't come out until night on living underground in tunnels up under the forest woods. That's the reptilians. Them rising up. Well, some of Anunnaki is on the Enlil side. He half Anunnaki, half reptilian. You know what I'm saying? Showing them with the reptilian hands and face figure and all that stuff, and then shape shifting into like a regular human being. You know what I'm saying? So the whole point of them watching them, like I was saying, was because they was there to try to replace them. But first they needed to learn how to be like them. You see what I'm saying? So they put the truth right in plain sight. So they can mix all that shit up, all these different characters or whatever. But at the end of the day, I already know where it's pointing at, who they pointing at. But if you don't know what you're supposed to be knowing, or I ain't gonna say what you're supposed to be knowing, but if you don't know the knowledge or you don't know the history, then you don't know who they talking about. Man, look, in the words and voice of my man Rod Hayes, they look like us, but they not us. It's a group of beings that here on our planet now that are not from here, that look like us, but they not us. The hidden hand. They go by many names too in real life. Just like they go by many names in this movie. In the movie, the Watchers, the Changelings, and the Fairies. Out here, Dirty Moors, the Reptilians, Draconians, Conquistadors, all that. You know what I'm saying? And these motherfuckers actually inserted themselves into our way of life and changed our culture to the system that they came down here with to disconnect us from ourselves. But the whole time, what they constantly doing with us, they constantly studying us. They constantly uh treating us as like we're the lowest thing on this dimension when we're actually the highest and the most chosen ones out here. And you know what I'm saying? But they gotta keep the truth of who we really are from ourselves as much as they can, so we won't rise. and remember who we are and remember that this is our land. You know what I'm saying? That we're actually the gods in flesh walking on the physical. In the movie, dude was fighting the girl over here, talking about we used to be gods at one time and then we fell. Y'all kept us underneath earth to where we couldn't even, be who we were, the fairies that we were. You know what I'm saying? Man, look, this Joan basically telling you, man, like they amongst us, they look like us, but they not like us. Even though they use more of a pale face characters in this movie with one melanated being in there, a sister. Um, but the people that they're symbolic to, symbolizing to, or who they talking about out here in this real world, in this real reality outside of the movie, like I said, is them motherfuckers that look like us, but they not like us. You know what I'm saying? They can mimic us much as they want. They can insert themselves and try to copy our styles, but they not on the same frequency as us because they don't vibrate like us. Yeah, they might got the same goddamn complexion as us and all this and that, but they not like us. You know what I'm saying? They here to replace us. Just like in this movie, what they were saying, what the Watchers told the human beings, we are here to replace y'all. Yo, like this shit Dan and them talk of Dan Calloway talk about Rod Hayes talk about, you know what I'm saying? Yo, like they put it in an entertainment form. You know what I'm saying? Try to make it a little horror, scary, you know what I'm saying? But look, at the end of the movie, it was a group of people sitting at the other end. They was like, yo, like, but they didn't have no awareness of any real knowledge. I just dropped them a jewel and walked off, you know what I'm saying? They was all smiling like, how you be at the end of the movie and stuff. I say, look, y'all ever heard of a dude named Rod Hayes? And they was like, no, wow, what's up? I said, in the words of him and his favorite saying, they look like us, but they not like us. Go check them out. They was like, oh shit, like it might be some truth to this, and they ain't even in the awareness of anything what's going on. They just think it's a regular good movie, like somebody came up with a good script. So when I said that, it quickly made them think. I ain't even had they didn't even ask me any more questions after that because I walked off, kept sipping my drink, kept walking off. You know what I'm saying? Dropped the jewel and drop like a rapper or a comedian on stage. I dropped the mic and kept going. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here to do, man. I'm here to spark the mind, plant the seeds, man. For those who are really curious, for those who really want to know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I've been a big movie person for a long time, since a youngin. You know what I'm saying? Since way before the knowledge. Now I know why. Man, y'all ain't gonna put nothing in front of me, and I'm not gonna see nothing out of it. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's family matter shit. But look, yo, they basically telling you, like I've been telling people, you know what I'm saying? The reason why they put the truth in plain sight, they put it in movies because it's part of their karma. That, you know what I'm saying? They feel like they getting around universal laws um by indirectly telling you instead of just like, look, I need to tell you something. They're not coming to you like that and telling you. They telling you indirectly in movies and TV shows and in many other ways and forms. because that's their way of telling you, or them trying to say that, look, I told you what my plans are. I told you what I was gonna do to you. That's that's why they put it in movies, because they feel like they telling you but not telling you. They feel like, well, they can't say we ain't tell them. They can't say that they didn't agree to this because they knew about it, but they not really telling us. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a manipulation. It's a mind game that they playing. Like we literally in a spiritual war with these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Like, but those who are living in reality, thinking it's not anything more than what's, you know what I'm saying, what they always been told. They just don't have an idea of what's really going on out here. They really don't. You know what I'm saying? But yo, this joint called The Watchers. This joint should have been called They Look Like Us, but They Not Like Us. Yo, man, I'm out jump, man.